Okay. So coming to the part of excretion in plants, we have seen that plants also excrete by releasing or falling off their leaves. We have also seen that plants also excrete by giving out some latex like rubber and extra fluid from either the tree or bark part. And the new type of excretory material in plants, which we have studied yesterday, is something called as raphides. Yes, do you remember the taro leaves which we studied? Exactly. These leaves have few very small, very tiny, pricky material which are very thorn-like, made up of calcium oxalate in nature, and they are called as raphides. Correct, the crystal part. And under microscope, they look something like this. Okay, and before beginning with the excretory system in humans, I would disclose the surprise. Now, as we have started with the excretory part of the plants, let's move on to the excretory part of humans. Humans' excretory system comprises of a pair of kidneys. Each kidney will show an emerging tube, and this will lead to formation of a pair of ureters. Okay, before that, let me tell you, heart will have a separate blood vessel which will carry oxygenated blood to each and every part of the body. These blood vessels are called as arteries, and the blood vessels which will be responsible for collection of deoxygenated blood will be called as vein. So from aorta, which is the largest artery in the human body, aorta will further divide and form many small arteries, amongst which one will be called as abdominal artery, or you can also say as abdominal aorta. The abdominal aorta will further divide and form artery, of which there'll be one artery going towards the kidney. And we all know that kidney is also called as renal organ. If kidney is going to have an artery, will it also have a vein? Yes, definitely. So kidney or the renal organ will show presence of a renal artery shown in red color and a renal vein shown in blue color. The renal artery will do the function of supplying oxygenated blood to the kidneys, whereas the renal vein will collect deoxygenated blood from both these kidneys. Now, as I said, both the kidneys will show emergence of a tube-like structure. This tube-like structure are nothing but a pair of ureters. They'll be long and they will reach to the ventral part of the body where they're going to meet to one common bag. This bag is muscular in nature, and this bag does the function of storing of urine. The bag is called as urinary bladder. Further, the urinary bladder will have one opening, which will be called as urethra, which will do the part or the function of releasing of the stored urine from bladder to outside of the body. This is how human body will excrete the liquid part, the liquid excretory part outside of the body. Okay. Now let's understand the labelings. We have a pair of kidneys, a pair of ureters, one single urinary bladder, and one single urethra. All right. Now let's move on to the basic diagrams. You are able to see that kidneys have got a cap-like structure called as adrenal glands. These adrenal glands are a part of endocrine system of humans. What does the endocrine system do? Well, we'll soon study it after we start with coordination in humans. Till then, just understand adrenal glands are responsible for production of a hormone. Name of this hormone is adrenaline. Correct. The same hormone which is responsible to give you an adrenaline rush. But remember, Adrenal gland do not take part in excretory system of the human body. Okay. So all the labelings which we have just studied are given very, very clearly even in the second diagram which you are able to see. Now let's deep dive into a single kidney and let's understand how does the kidney functions and how does it look like. Till then, I really want you to observe nicely this diagram. What is given? It's a section of a kidney. The kidney is actually a right kidney of the patient. Yes, it has got an adrenal gland. There are blood vessels which are dividing. There is triangular pyramid-like structure. And there's also a duct-like part at the center which will be responsible for collection of urine. Okay. So let me first explain you the different parts of kidney. Here in the given diagram, the external or we can say the outermost covering of the kidney is called as capsule. Please do not forget while you'll be labeling every part of the kidney, start it with the word renal because kidney is also called as renal organ. So this is nothing but renal capsule. After renal capsule, you will find a pink color band like structure. Yes, immediate inside of that of the capsule and outside of the renal pyramid. This striations is nothing but renal cortex. Okay. Then you are able to see dark pink color structures which are somewhat looking like petals of a flower. These structures are somewhat triangular in their structure. They are also called as renal pyramids. And they are situated in the middle part of the kidney, which is also called as medulla, or we can say it as renal medulla. Coming to the central part, which is this part where you're able to see my cursor, also called as pelvis, renal pelvis. Okay. In the previous diagram, you were also able to see the arteries and veins very, very clearly. Remember, red color blood vessel is always a renal artery, which you are able to see in the diagram, and blue color blood vessel is always a renal vein, which will collect the deoxygenated blood. Fine. Are the diagrams clear? Okay. So thank you very much.